Hello, hi everybody, welcome in. Happy Monday. Oh my god, dude, I feel like so silly. I don't know how to explain it. I woke up way later than I should have today, bro. It's like, yeah, you're so right though. It feels like this is the most Mondayest Monday I had in a while, bro. It's crazy. I woke up at like what oh, dude, how do I even explain this? Because it's like I had a hard time getting to sleep last night, and I'm not like unfamiliar with that stuff. What I didn't realize was going to be the results. I slept through all of my alarms, and I woke up at 2:30. 2:30 in the afternoon. Brother, where did the time go? What the fuck are we talking about? And I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, it's 2:30. I have to not do like half of the things I normally do nowadays. And god, it was like a rush of like, I need to do this and this before I'm even ready to be like a person today. Holy shit. And so I had to order food. Normally I was like, oh man, I'm like, I don't want to like order food because I mean I have time when I wake up normally, but I'm like, I didn't have time if I wanted to like stream at the same time that I normally do, guys. And then clearly they had to delay the food, so get here right at getting here at like right at 3. I'm like, I have to eat as fast as I can without having like, I don't know, man, without like going nuts with it. I haven't been able to sleep before like 1 a.m. in like 6 days. I think this sounds awful. I feel like I'd be so much better off if I got to bed, if I slept at 1. If I was like in bed and it's like, I'm getting tired at 1. I think it's been around like maybe 3 or 4 in the morning sometimes, and I'm just like, I've been lying in my bed for so long, bro. Man, I have to wake up. I wake up around 7. Oh god, that's still awful though. I hear you though, I hear you. Dude, I feel like I've been so good with my sleep schedule recently though. Well, not like good, more in, I've been consistent at the least. I think maybe I gotta get better, like even better at like that stuff. Because it's like, you know how it be. Also, I do apologize. Hi everybody, hi Ella, hi Cinna, hi Leronix. Hello Blue, hi Mental, hi. Hi Francis, welcome in everybody. Welcome. Also, dude, thank you for the just vibing being here, guys. Again, I'm sorry for like it being a little later than normal, but it's also like, I'm a little exhausted. I still like, I don't know, I feel like a lot more rested, I guess. But like, you know how it be, bro. You know how it is. Gamer subs. It's true. You know what? It actually might help if I had like some of that AFK stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta ask them, say, hey, can I have like a tub of this stuff? Because it might actually do some good, bro. Some shameless plug. I mean, I am partnered with like Gamer Subs, so I might as well. I should at least do it a bit more, bro, because they've always been like pretty sweet to me, man. But what are we doing today, Hooty? It's that today is supposed to be a you know, sort of chatting, yapping type of day. Let me see if I can show you guys the schedule. A bad thing to click the link to support the ocean. Yeah, exactly. Support the silly owl. Oh, here we go. Hold. Schedule for this week. Moon's haunted. Moon's haunted, guys. This week's schedule, we're gonna be playing more Pragmata, but today we're just yapping. I was thinking if I was, you know, in the right energy, right mind space for it, I was going to draw, but I'm like, well, you know how we were just saying. Oh no, bro. But we'll see. If I'm like feeling I'm more awake a little bit, I think we could. Because I was like maybe doing a bit of like doodles on like, I don't know, not an outfit, but like getting myself to like do more art wouldn't be the worst. But tomorrow's Pragmata. More Pragmata. And then Friday, we'll see if I want to play like more Pragmata, or if it's like, there's a few games that I have that it would be fun to just like one-off kind of day. Where it's like, if I wanted to, we could play a few games that I got. Yeah. But then we have Sunday with more spooky or silly, depending, because we have more silly games as well. And I'm like, maybe more emotes. Yeah, could be fun. I'm like, been trying to, you know what's the wild part? I have like, how do I even explain? It's like, I've been redoing the laughing emote several times. The one that we have now is like probably the best version of it I've had, but it's like also, bro, it's like, I feel like I could do it even better, but I'm like, I don't know how to make it like better than I can. I don't know. Maybe this is the one that I'm like, I need to just like commission somebody, man. I'm like, I don't know. Like, how do I make something that's like laughing that I'm like actually enjoying? That one, like, it's good, but it's like, I feel like it could be better. You know what I'm saying? Also, hi, welcome in. Welcome if you're just joining us. Hi. Yeah, it's the best it's been for so far. Also, hi, Cheese. Welcome in. Hello, hi. Also, thank you guys, everybody, for doing your dailies. Oh yeah, do the dailies. Absolutely helps vibe. Good. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe like a front-facing laugh. Maybe. Hi. Welcome in, Angel. Hi. If you guys are just joining us, welcome in. My name is Hooty Hoo. I am the Night Owl with the nice deep voice. Welcome. Do you want a laughing emote to be like the wheeze or... I think it's hard to say. Let me think. Because it's like... Why did we... I was gonna silently, like, just do that. When did we do that? Today, before stream. I've been feeling like I don't want to be a fool for a little bit. So I'm just like, maybe just a little bit of time before I feel like okay to have that back again, if any. I'm just saying, man, I've been feeling like not 100% and like I don't want to act the fool like right now, okay? Also, hi, Olivia, welcome in. Hope you're having a nice Monday. Hmm. I do feel like sometimes I'm like, it's the type of thing where it's not a bad thing to have poke fun at streamer. But it's like recently I'm like, bro, I gotta like I want to feel like at least like confident in myself, bro. Like I haven't felt that for a little. If that makes sense. Hmm. The thought of being made a fool any second is ominous. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like that's exactly it. Holy. It's like, oh man, at any point you can ruin the vibe of me acting like cool and confident. Fuck. Oh no, bro. Also enjoy lurking. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Guys, what do you guys normally do if there's like I don't know, like a day where you're not feeling 100%? Like, is there something that you do to like treat yourself to make yourself feel better? I'm not trying to like dive into bad habits or anything, but it's more like, bro, I'm doing okay. I'm just more like, I'm trying to think of like, what is it that I do? I think oftentimes I'm like, I try to be more productive. It's like a twist that trying to feel like, okay, because I'm not feeling good, I want to I want to be productive and do better, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What did I miss yesterday? I was starting up some Pragmata. You didn't see the beginning of or the stream yesterday. Yeah, that's what we were playing. The new Dad Space game from Capcom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Join a stream, Loki. I feel like that's not even a bad thing because it's like, yeah, being social in any sort of way, even if it's like just on a stream, isn't the worst actually. Yeah. Usually clean my space. I think I've been falling a little behind on that. Yeah, I gotta like basically I'm gonna probably spend like my Wednesday and Thursday. Well, I have like I'm doing on Thursday. That's like, going to the doctor stuff. But, besides that, I'm going to be like, probably doing a bit of deep cleaning. Probably. Either that or I just drink a monster. Oh my god. That's silly. I feel like that's not the worst habit. Like, there's definitely worse habits out there, but it's not the greatest. Yeah, man, I just like down what it's like just a White Claw or something, right? Like that would be so much, like not a lot worse, but it would be definitely worse, right? It's like, oh my god. Or like energy drinks is like one step behind, like before that and stuff. Oh my god. Like, nah, man. I don't know. I'm like the type that's like, I try to twist stuff to be like healthier. So it's like, I think the problem I have is like, yeah, trying to get myself to do like more of the I just want to do more productive things so that I can like feel better. I think that's the thought I have a lot of the time is like, oh yeah, I could be doing more. So it's like sometimes it can be like a self like a self-fulfilling prophecy where it's like, oh yeah, I need to like do more productive things, and when I don't do productive things, then I'm like, I'm not feeling good. So I'm like, I don't know, man. like that's the type of thing where it's like it's a catch-22. Is like if I'm not doing productive things, then I'm like I'm feeling bad. But if I'm feeling bad, I should probably do productive things. But it's like it feels like it feeds into itself, right? But it's like, you know, you know, it's a balance. Yeah, it's a hard balance. Start small. That's I think my one of my bigger problems is that like yeah, I want to start doing everything all at once, and maybe it is something that overwhelms more than it helps. Yeah. And if I'm like, you know, trying not to like overwhelm myself, trying to pace it out more, honestly, should be like a goal. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like, my thought is like, man, I've fallen behind on cleaning. I should probably like do a whole day where I'm deep cleaning. Or like 2 days where I'm deep cleaning. It's like, well, maybe not. Well, hold on. Maybe that would like actually burn me out. It's like, well, if I pace myself and get myself back on track, maybe. But it's like, okay, how do I like outpace myself for like getting back on top of things, right? Yeah, I hate cleaning. I'm not the best at like being on top of it. That's the thing. Yeah. Something here and there is helpful. Yeah, I think it's like the type of thing where it's like if I'm like thinking about stuff, if I'm like thinking about it and like getting my like effort out there, then I'm a lot better at it. I think the major problem I have is like whenever I go with the flow and like just go through the motions, like I start to just fall into habits. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's my problem. Is that like there's times where I'm like, okay, everything is good, so I can like relax and just fall into habits, and then it's just, you know, I don't maintain. Or if I'm like, you know, a little tired a certain day or something, and I'm like, I just fall into habits, despite the fact that I probably should be proactive. That's the thing, yeah. Should have cleaned the last 2 days, but I'm lazy. That's what I'm saying is that it happens. It's not great feeling, but it's like feeling like forgive yourself and not like feel like it has to be like today I do it. So it's like I don't know. It's not like a great feeling, but it's like I don't know, being like a little forgiving. Finished yesterday. I think that the idea of being my mom always talks about how this is something that like yeah everybody basically struggles with, but I'm like I'm not 100% sure. But she's like yeah, once you start like actually having a routine, it becomes way more easy. But it's something that like, you know, for the longest time, like even my parents, when they were like starting to raise me, who were like, they had to like really change up their act. And I'm like, you know what? That's valid, actually. Oh, God. Picking up the trash in the room or something can be helpful for like a better mood. Yeah, I've been okay at like at least being on top of not leaving garbage places and stuff. Sometimes it's a little behind, but that's the one I'm like I know I'm okay at like maintaining like not cans everywhere all the time or anything. And I think the problem I have is like if it's in a room that I'm not normally going in, like say if I'm like, you know, in my office, my bedroom where I'm streaming and stuff, then I'm like, when I'm here, it's like way easier to remember because it's in my view. My field of vision is like, it's here. But if I'm like, you know, if not going to my kitchen all day besides that kind of thing, then I'm like, oh yeah, every time I go into the kitchen, it's like, oh, well, I can do that later. It's not like I'm immediately seeing it. Oh no. But it's like, that's definitely not the best way to look at it. It's like, oh man. And then that's where it starts to pile up. Right? Out of sight, out of mind type of thing. Type shit. You know? And I'm like, I don't want it to be. I want to be better at a lot of that. Maintaining and, you know. Oh, but, you know. I think it's generally, going and doing it as a routine, a little bit at a time, every day. And it's like, well, I'm starting to run out of things to do, to Clayton. It's like, that's a good thing. Because then you don't have to, like, it's not a big hassle. Wow. I want to get to that point, basically. Started trying to do dishes immediately when I finish food, so it's like less of a pile. I need to catch up on my dishes and then do that. That's the thought. That would make it so much better for me too, yeah. Because it's like the idea of doing like dishes all the time is like, I don't know, it's like one of those chores where it's like not a big issue at all either. Because it's like I have the proper dish soap. Hang on. Take two. The proper dish soap. Why is that like a hard sentence for me? And like a dishwasher even. So I don't know, man. Leave my dishes until I'm dead late talking at midnight. Oh no. I feel like, okay, maybe it's something where it's like if I was on call just like with homies or something and I had like, I don't know, some sort of not exactly like stimulation, like I feel like it's one of those things where it's like if I were to have something where it's, you know, hey, I can basically idly do something with my hands, that would make it so much better, bro. Oh, my owl, don't remind me of my dishes. I know, I'm sorry. It's like one of those things, bro. Yeah. More productive at night, so maybe that's like why I leave it till late. You know, that's not a bad thing, but it's like, yeah, it's recognizing like, then you gotta get yourself to do it though, is the problem, right? Where it's like, if you don't do it when you have the energy to do it, then you just like, you fall into the bad habit again, right? Yeah. The execution is the worst. Yeah. Executive dysfunction is definitely something I struggle with too, bro. I'm just like, oh God. I getting myself to do the task in the first place is like difficult. But I think, okay, here's the thing, right? I've always heard people talk about how, I mean, I'm not somebody that's like, you know, a self-help kind of guy that like, you know, at least I'm not the one giving the advice, etc. But I'm like, I try to help myself a bit and be like, okay, what are some things that some people like me struggle with ADHD like been doing to help? Honestly, trying to get myself to do the difficult thing every time. Like it's like, it's like recognizing that I'm like, I don't want to do it because I feel like it's difficult. And then I'm like, okay, because I have that feeling, I need to now do it because I feel that way. Like I'm trying to get to that. Like that's that's a thing. That's like the more you do that stuff, from what I know is like the more you do that, despite the feeling, the more the feeling stops being there. But you know, then it's like that's like a possibly more neurotypical way to think about things. So generally, I'm like, you know, take that with a grain of salt, you know, because everybody has their own like different like where they are with that. Yeah. Think, okay, I'm gonna do the dishes and I'm like chill, and then when you do it, and I'm like, nope, don't wanna too much effort. Yeah. It's like getting over that hurdle is like definitely like a super difficult thing without a little bit of help. But like the more you can actually willpower yourself past that point, the easier it gets, I think. That's what I've seen with what I've been doing, at least. And I'm like, I have pretty decent, I have like not like a severe, you know, I'm not severely cursed with ADHD. I have like decent, but it's like, you know, pushing past that, it starts to be like, okay, the biggest issue for me is getting it started. So, yeah. Or yeah, I entirely forget. That's the other problem. Yeah, like I forget when I like enter a room. That's the worst thing because of that, bro. Either that or you just like I don't know, man. Also, hi, welcome in right now. How you doing, buddy? Welcome. That goldfish brain is real. I really hate that I have that happen sometimes, bro. Because it's like, I really want to be better. But sometimes it really is just like my mental, the curse. The curse. And I'm like, I did nothing wrong. Please. And then my brain's is like, nah, you gotta not do that. Oh man. Like, it's the type of thing where it's like, it's not that I forget out of like malice. It's like, oh, I didn't do this because I'm lazy or whatever. It's literally just because it's like my brain like I entirely forget like that it's even a thing. Like I'm actively way more in the moment, and I'm like remembering to do a like a small task is just gonna, it just don't work sometimes. Stay at somebody's house for an extended period of time. I try helping cleaning. That's actually very kind of you. I feel like that would be a hard thing for me to do. I'm like, not that it wouldn't be like a kind thing to do. It's more like I feel like maybe I'm not maybe I'm not the best homie. Maybe I'd be like, I don't know. It's like I feel like it'd be better if I was the type of person that would do that for somebody else. I'm sorry if that's like that's a little kind of feel like I'm the type of person that needs that more than anything. I guess I do help whenever I'm like visiting family though. So I guess it's like a similar thing, but not the same. But I guess like if I were to be able to go to like friends' houses, then I'd probably be able like without having to like if it was like just a casual thing where I'm not like doing a big old like trip to like a vacation, right? It's like, because if I'm like going to a con and I'm like you know, there's some of my homies that are local there, like I don't know, I'm here basically on vacation, so I don't know. It's hard to say. Oh no, because I'm like, I don't have any homies that are like living close by, so that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. I don't have to. But it's like the type of thought there where it's like I would like to be like a reliable person for people, like friends and family. So I don't know. Be nice. Like I've got my own demons, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like half of the time I'm like, I'd rather just chill. But it does depend on like, you know, if I'm visiting and I'm like there to help, like that's a whole different thing. Yeah. Yeah, for like a week or more, that would make sense. I think yeah, whenever I've been to like different places like for conventions and stuff, I think often yeah, I'm like at a hotel or something, so the thought even doesn't really come up. And so I'm like, oh well, mm-hmm. Type of attitude is like I have to be cleaning like it'll be fine. I'll just do it tomorrow, and then I know, yeah, and then it just tomorrow never comes, man. Yeah, it's true though. It's like, oh yeah, I could do this tomorrow when I have more energy, and then tomorrow comes, is like, oh, I'm tired. I don't want to do this right now. It's like, oh shit, and it just never gets done. Is the thing too? Yeah, I totally feel that. Where it's like pushing past that, like that thought though, it's like, oh, it's gonna be so much better if you can like get yourself to do a little bit. I know, and it's me yapping at me for that too. Also, thank you for doing your dailies, guys. Appreciate that. Welcome in if you're just joining us too. Hi, hi, hi. I appreciate those that are just able to lurk and hang out. I think in general, it's been really cool to see like whenever people have been just hanging out. Yeah. Today is another one of those. I like to yap on the occasion. And I think today is definitely one where I'm like, I don't know. If I were to how do I even explain? It's like if I were to do anything today, right? I feel like it would be something where we try to do maybe a bit more it was like the emo, it's strong a bit. But I'm like, I'm trying to think, what would it be? Would I try to like redo another, like again, redo the drawing of the laughing emote, or would I try to do like something new? Let me think, right? Yeah, yeah, but pushing past like the thought is like I can't be bothered to do it right now when I'm tired doing chores. That's definitely another one of my like biggest struggles I've been having, bro. Yeah, maybe a little guy. That's not a bad idea either. Yeah, maybe a little like a warm up. That could be good. Yeah. Let me see. How's about I start up my art. Mm-hmm. Old. Do as I set up stuff. Old. Mm-mm. Okay, okay. Think we're all set. I think we're all set. Hmm. Double checking I got all the stuff set up for my yapping whilst I'm drawing. Hold a moment. Hold. Hmm. Okay, okay. Okay. Now we're good. Okay. Wow. You guys ready to draw? Here we go. Let me actually put on my pen, my glove and everything to draw, guys. Yeah, drawing, you say? Yeah, it's been a little bit since I've drawn on stream, too. Oh, a sip could be cute, too. You're right. There's a few emotes that I could do that I'm like, it's been a little bit. Let's see, what was like the last thing I was drawing, really? I was drawing a bit of like... I think I was drawing something... No, I drew the laugh emote. Ooh, hold. That's the last thing I drew. That was a little bit ago, bro. Let me show you, if you've not seen the up close of that. I was thinking it was also like maybe the vtuber. Because I was thinking, okay, here's another option I have. Is this one's cute, right? But maybe it's like, maybe from a distance it doesn't look quite where I want it to, or like a laugh, right? That's maybe my like major issue, is that I'm like, I have like the idea of like what it should be, but it's not quite there, you know? So let me alter this a little bit. Hold on. I realize the chat is a little like cut off a tiny bit sometimes. For games, how's about we have it like games and like art about like here, size wise, right? Just a little corner there. Is that still readable and stuff? I think so. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, good placement. Yeah. You know what I think is the thing? Also, I feel like I have so many things on my screen that sometimes I'm like, I forget that there's so much that I have. It's kind of silly. It's like one of those where I have like just a ton of like little weird things all over this place, but it's like until you start looking, it starts to be like, wait, you do have like a bunch of little things on your overlay everywhere. I don't like clutter, but it's also like the type of thing where, you know? Now I have to, like, I see something that I'm like, hold on. I'll have to check the VOD whether or not, like, stuff is being silly about that. Hold on. Because it's like, I feel like there's little things all over the place, bro. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was fixing up something in the back. There we go. My bad. I was like, what's going on here? Nice. Okay. Not too distracting. Take it. Yeah. I think sometimes overlays that are like too much, because it's like I have had where it was like this in the past, and I'm like, it's not that much, but I'm like, nowadays I'm like, okay, hold on. I feel like maybe that is a little too much, at least for games and like drawing sometimes, you know? So I'm like, maybe if I do without that, I would still feel like it's a bit better. You know what I think it is, guys, with this like laughing emote? Maybe these like the XD eyes are a little too wide here. If it was like this, maybe this would like be the only thing that it needs to like be solved. I'm not gonna lie, even that is like a little better. Maybe that is really like all I need for this. I was just looking at that whilst I was yapping, like analyzing. It's like, wait, maybe that is all I need. But you know, guys, if you know me, I'm like a very critical and what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's me, critical. I was gonna say though is I'm a very analytical kind of dude where it's like I don't want to overthink things, but sometimes I really do. If it's just one line for the eyes, maybe. That's not a bad idea either, where it's like just the one. Hold on, as I copy so I don't like, you know, break it all at once here. Just brainstorming. I have like this like weird tablet thing to like help me draw certain things. Like I have a thing where it's like it has a built-in numpad and like scroll wheel. But sometimes, okay, if you ever see me like going like this and I'm trying to zoom in, it looks like it's messing up. I don't know what's going on with my thing here. Sometimes it happens. I really wish it didn't. Actually, I realize also these eyes area a little too darkened. Maybe that'll help too. A tiny bit. I think this single line actually not even bad. Wow. That kind of actually just solves all the Bro, what am I doing here where it's like I want to do like the XD eyes sometimes. This is way better, bro. What the heck? And must get the line in one time. The redo, undo, redo. Yeah. Have sound as your model and art is so good. Thank you. Oh. Wonder what they'll think when they start to hear me though. They're like, oh my god, you have like the evil voice of like a villain in a manhwa or something. Holy shit. Villain from manhwa vibes, bro. Oh my god. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. Sometimes it'd be like that though. Gotta go, no worries, we appreciate you. Thank you for vibing while you were here. Literally put together a laugh emote ref for you. I know, I just saw that. Oh no. Made a little mood board and sent it. It's like with the ones that you had or had saved. Shrink the mouth a tiny bit. I could probably Want to see something? Okay. What layer is this one on? Sorry, I have to like also, I was cleaning up these little spots for the tiers here. So here's the thing. I have to also grab like multiple layers just to have that work. Let me see if I can. Shrink down this mouth a tiny bit. Wouldn't probably be like the worst thing. I do like the big laugh for like seeing it in the distance. You an artist that doesn't label the layers. I do not, but there's a thing in Clip that is very useful. The only time I do layers, name layers, is when I'm like making a model, or if I've made a model. I'm just like, maybe up a little bit, actually, but smaller. Wouldn't be the worst. You're kind of cooking, though. Okay, I see you. Got advice for coloring an emote? It's too hard to... got too hard on rendering on accident and looks wrong. I think for emotes, rendering isn't always the best idea, only because of the fact that like it's a little easier to like get the idea across without like it's like to get the idea across like as simple as possible. Generally having something be like flat colors helps a whole lot to do that. It's like the idea of like rendering isn't ever like the worst thing to do, but you gotta also like keep in mind like what's it for kind of thing. And an emote is something where it's like, well, it's like you're only seeing like flashes of it basically. So like the general idea of it being like this. Also, let me see if I can do this real quick, because I have to also keep in mind this other thing here, because I might actually have to change my colors, because this is generally the color of dark mode Twitch, the background there, and I'm like, that's not bad at a distance. It might be a little better if I were to change some things. You know what I'm saying? Like if I made this like this tuft back here a little more, you know, the magenta, then it's like it might stand out a little better. Give it the little highlight. Yeah. Keeping in mind like what it's for and like why. You know what I'm saying? Hi, welcome in if you're just joining us. Welcome. Hi. Yeah, I think at most I like to stick with the flat color and then like one highlight to like really make sure that it's not overwhelmed. And then if something needs to be like more in shadowed, like, hey, here's like where the neck is, then it's not the worst to like have another layer of shadow there, right? But it's like not overdoing it, right? Hi though, welcome if you're just joining us. Hi. I'm no like tutor or teacher though, right? But I think, yeah, just generally keeping in mind what you're, you know, what you're making and why. Because it's like, if you render this to a point where it's going to be like an illustration, it's not gonna really always be seen with that much detail. But if you're like, you know, hey man, like, hey, look, even to this, like the size of an emote down there, right? Like chat is that size. That's still gonna look good on screen. Pretty solid, right? So trying to see it at different sizes and everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hands in 5. Thank you for the reminder. The woes of emote. I actually had no idea like the intricacies of it until I started like making my own way back. I was like, oh my god, emotes are actually way harder than like some people might give it credit for. Because it's like you do have to keep a lot in mind. It looks so simple and like cute, and some can just be that. But like if you really want it to look good, trying to keep those other things in mind is like, you know, it'll help a lot more. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, got to be able to convey an emotion in such a small frame. Yeah, that's the problem for a lot of people. A lot of this is like, if you want something super complicated, it starts to get like drowned out by like, you can't tell all the little details, you know? Mm-hmm. And then, yeah, it's like a, not that it's like crazy if you want to just like, you know, make it for fun. But yeah, it is also part of like a brand thing, which is like not not the most important if you're just like, oh yeah, I'm chilling, hanging out, just kind of like vibing kind of dude. But for me, yeah, I have to keep that also in mind. It's like, well, you know, to give the theme, the cohesion, everything all here, everywhere you look, it's like beat over your head, bro. It's like, hey, this is Hooty Who. Then it's like, you know, then you see that everywhere. You'd be like, oh yeah, this is him and this is what he looks like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, aesthetic. That's also a good way to put it. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's not easy to like get a complicated emote that's like conveys a wilder idea. Like, I don't know. I feel like emotes are so interesting. I've drawn a few for friends too. So I'm like, you know, it's not that I'm like, I don't know, talking out my ass with like the knowledge that I have. I've drawn them for myself and for friends. So I'm like, I don't know. I think I know. I know a bit. I struggle with the width and height on like how the line should be. That's a harder one too, where it's like there's not really a good like one-to-one where it should be. That is like, that's not an easy thing. You'd have to like basically have a lot of them side by side, and if it's like the line art gets drowned out, like it's not like if you're I think a lot of the time looking at others for examples of like what you like is going to definitely help, right? And trying not to like one-to-one copy, but it's like, oh, I like how thick those lines are on that one. Like keeping in mind those things where it's like, oh yeah, man, I'm not like copying the exact one, but I'm like, okay, these eye shapes for like how like you can see the eye is pretty simple. are just going to like get drowned out if I don't have it be like that size or blah 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 too, right? It's a lot of thoughts going into it. Yeah. Hi, welcome in. Hi. I think honestly this will be where we do this is the laugh. This is it. I think it was really just the eyes, and I'm like, yay. I'm glad. So I can actually edit that right now, guys. Hold on. Hold on. As I change it. Full design. Thank you. I like my outfit and my look. I do enjoy that. I have an even cooler look that not everybody gets to see all the time, but they'll get to soon enough. I have a cooler look if you want to see that. Yeah. This is what I draw myself as more often. Yeah. I just draw without the hat. The hat's not, you know, the 100% most important thing. But I can keep this up so that you guys get to see it a lot more. Yeah, you drew that? I did. Ads, okay. As the ads go, I will actually upload the new laughing emote, okay? Yeah. Hold on. Upload. Okay. Let me see. Hold on as I get this going. I do think it'll be like way better. I do apologize that it'll, you know, just to take a second maybe to like get back. Or should it be like Hooty H laugh or Hooty H LOL? Shit. I'll make it laugh for now. And if I get frustrated with how long I have to type for like the LOL or laugh instead, I'll change it to LOL. That's fine for now. Okay, guys, you should be able to have it. If you know what, actually, no, I'm doing that before. I'm doing that right now. Yeah. Hooty H LOL. There we go. There you go. Okay. Now it should be there. It might take a second to be, but there you go, guys. There you go. Should be able to now. I think you might have to refresh though. Hold on. Let me see. Let me refresh and see. Hey. Okay. Yeah, had to refresh. I see it updated. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I don't know why. Yeah, it's like so much better just with the slight change, bro. It's really was the eyes and then the little bit of the mouth. I like it. You know, maybe sometimes I do sometimes make the mouth a little big on emotes. That works really well. Yeah. What's the character? Well, welcome in. Hi, if you are just joining us and you've not in the past. My name is Hooty Hoo. I am the night owl with the nice deep voice. I'm an arcane owl. I'm a magic bird man. I've dabbled into like spells and doing magic. I love a lot of stuff involving like I'm not like somebody that's like really into astrology, but I do like stars and the moon and stuff like that. I wouldn't say that I'm quite a witch. Like my magic's still arcane. That's more like the occult. Like witches are technically like illegal spell users, you know? But that's only if you don't have a license, right? Oh no. Okay, okay. Guys, let me see. What kind of emote would we want next? I'm not 100% sure. Not sure. Hmm. Are you practicing magic without a license, guys? You can't be doing that. You gotta have your license first. There's certain spells that you can do without a license, but not like, I don't know, man. Those Etsy witches are crazy, bro. They have like really potent magic though, right? Hmm. Got a clown license, but no witch license? Hmm. Do clowns need a license? I guess they might, right? Hmm. Can't cause too much tomfoolery without a license, bro. It's gonna cause problems. Especially if you're just out here like a licensed clown. Yeah, you think these guys have a brain to get a license? Well, that's a valid question, yeah. You haven't seen, we have a little guy that is you guys that are the Hootligans. If you've never seen them, this is a Hootligan. They're my little familiars, my little summons. They don't really think much, but that's okay. They don't really have a whole lot going on behind those eyes, but you know, they kind of just like, you know, they have like good vibes. I say that they're like 70% fluff and like 30% freak. Not enough room in that like silly fluff to really think about getting all the proper licenses for magic and stuff. Sometimes we have one whole thought. That's true. You know, you do have good ideas sometimes. So, well, maybe what? Here's the thing. Maybe I'm just also not all there, and I just think they're good ideas. You play games or do you just do art? I do actually mostly do games. This is a rare treat to do art. It's not all that often that I do. At least on stream. I do a lot offline. Yeah. It is a bit of a treat to be doing this, yeah. What's your favorite games? Oh gosh. I love a lot of games. Right now we're going to be playing through Pragmata, the new Capcom game. But I'm like, a favorite game? I'm trying to think. Because I love a lot of the Monster Hunter series. It's a big one for me. Guys, oh my god, I just remembered. I had something saved that I hadn't finished. Maybe I make a laugh for you guys too. Hold on. Is it too much to have 2 laughing emotes? Because this is a hooligan laughing. Oh, give us the Omega lol. Yeah, that was my thought. I'm like, I think the only thing is I haven't done the colors on this and like maybe change up a little bit of the color, like the line work, but that's about it. Yeah, hoodlum laugh. This might be something that maybe it's on 7TV, but I also feel like having it on a sub, maybe I can make it just a follower emote, actually. So that like you sub for like the others, but one of the follower emotes I switch out for this one. You don't want to give us a give up a slot? You can put it on 7TV. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that though. Yeah, because I do have like spare emote slots on Twitch that I can like move one from the follower to the subscriber, depending. You might have to like decide amongst yourselves though, like which one you would want to change up. You know what I'm saying? So welcome in, hi, if you're just joining us. See, the thing is, this guy's mouth is also solid yellow inside. He glows a little in his little mouth. But I do have what the colors are here, so that's good. Fire in his laser. Oh my god. Like the old how, you know what? I'm not gonna ask. I just like the thought I was having is how old is that meme? But we don't have to dive into that. That's like old internet, but that's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry about that one. Pepperidge Farm remembers. God. At least 2 years old, yeah. That's as far as, you know, you need to remember. We need to use the no you emote more. That's true. Sometimes it's not that you're slacking, but you need, yeah. You gotta show me which emotes you like, guys. Which ones are you more, you know, more about? So hi, Milky. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. We've been doing a little bit of some art today. Sold for sure. Like drawing, yeah. It's a little bit of a treat whenever I do draw. I was saying this earlier, is that it's not all that often that I do, but you know, when I do, it's a good time. That's so silly looking. Oh my god. Is this gonna like read right though? I don't know. So big, I love it. It is very silly. Light in her mouth, dark tongue. I'm not sure. Maybe. I was thinking it's like maybe a little more like this to like really get the. Oop, it's so small to see here. I don't know. This is kind of funny in hindsight though. He's great. I do like this little weirdo laughing as much as he is here. Hold on. I think I have an idea though. I like have a little more gradient, maybe. That doesn't feel like it's quite working. Hold on. A little darker instead. Maybe. I'm like trying to see it at a distance, basically. Okay. You like Hooty's art? We have a really cool event soon. It's true. Yeah. Soon enough. I gotta do a little more planning for that for sure. But you know, things are gonna be in the process, in the works, guys. Cause you know, things are gonna be some silly stuff soon. And I need all the help I can get. So yeah, getting a Hooty car wash and wet t-shirt contest. Hey man, no spoiling, okay? Please chill. Okay, chill. Can't be doxing, or not doxing. You can't be spoiling what's going to happen, okay? Come on, man. What the heck, dude? Man. On the download, that would be kind of silly. Thinking about it, imagine. Olay. I don't even know how I would do that. I don't know, man. Like, where would I get the production value for that? I don't know. It's high value stuff, bro. Draw Hooty and Daisy Dukes for the event promo right now. Damn. Demanding? Okay, chill. I did miss a few art prompts this week for, well, last week. Because it was like, you guys didn't see, there was Golden Wake and stuff like that. I think I missed out on some chance for some good art that way. Damn. We're like, May Day was like yesterday, wasn't it? As well as Mother's Day? I think so. Okay. I think this is good. And then I'll like thicken up the lines a bit. Yeah, Golden Week. Oh boy, if you've not seen what Golden Week is, it's a Japanese thing more than anything, but a lot of artists participate because it's well, the premise is simple. For artists at the least, draw your favorite character in a golden bikini. That's it. That's Golden Week. I mean, for artists at least, there's like a real things attached to it. Like there's it's not like just that, but for the international artists, that's kind of the gist of it. Yeah, week full of holidays, Golden Week, golden bikinis for all. Yeah. Both is true, basically. Yeah. Who artist era? I'm post artist era. I was gonna be like, you know, the magical arts You're a fickle thing, bro. And I'm like, nah, I'd rather be like an entertainer. Holy. Okay, hold on. Lock in, streamer. Get this drawn. Certainly magical by this point, but yeah. Don't often do art as much as, well, it's not like I've stopped doing art. It's more like I do it for myself more than anything. And I try to catch up on commission stuff and whatnot so that I'm not behind there either. But yeah. Fold in these lines a little bit so it's easier to tell what's happening. At a distance, it's still a little goofy though, but I think I can work it fine. Take comms for something. I have for a friend that I still need to finish. And until I do finish that, I might not do more commissions. But I do draw like for homies. Let me see if I can show you what I mean. Patu. He does look like a patu. One of those patu birds. Where are you, Grimmy? There you are. Bow, 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 bow. Grimmy. Yeah. I do bit a reference art for her, and I'm like, I'm working on that. But, you know. You know. VGen's empty. It is until I'm done with that that Grimmy art. Are you allowed to show the other one? I think it's the other one is finished, so I could, yeah. She just never posted it. That's all. I have her base here. Yeah. This is her base outfit, Grimmy. Yeah. And little details on her bow and her like little keychain. Grimmy's been very sweet to work with me. I gotta, like I said, catch up on like finishing that other part though for Grimmy. Let me see, where were we? Okay, yeah. Back with the hooligan though. Yeah. You didn't know, I am the person that's been doing Grimmy's ref sheet. I don't think she's posted the one that I finished just yet, which is this one. This is the official one, right? Yeah. I like the little ear details on the hooligan, yeah. The little spirals on the hooligan's tufts. A little horned owl, basically, but not really an owl. Come on, buddy. Sometimes the like line art is something that like I fight against, but I'm trying to be like, it's not something I'm super worried about, you know? Do, 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 do. It's a good song. I like it a lot. It reminds you of like 2010's YouTube. Ah. I don't think I've heard it a lot until like I was delving into more like J-pop, K-pop, city hop, etc. City pop music from some friends' recommendations. So it's kind of nice to like, I don't know, almost catch up on some people's interests that are like, oh yeah, this has been around for so long, bro. I'm like, oh my god, really? Damn. It's fun. Yeah. So welcome in. Hi, if you're just joining us. Hi, hi, hi. I think this guy is pretty good. Let me center this a tiny bit better so I can get that. And then I think this is good here. Let me just double check with the background color. Discovering city pop made the lockdown worth it for you. I kind of agree. I feel like there's a few types of music that I'm like, the time where I found it was probably the best time for me to have found certain songs. Okay, I feel like with the Twitch colored, like the normal chat background color, it really does help a lot more sell it. Yeah. I think this is good, guys. Nice. Dude, a second emote is already done. Dude, we're on a roll. I'm on a roll today. Who's this we here? We didn't do shit. Who's this we? I'm gonna say which one? Yeah, you know what? I'll make you into this one here. And then I will add where is it? As I Here we go. Actually, let me clean up a little bit before I miss, because it's like there's little spots outside the lines that I don't like. Hold. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, moral support. Yeah, exactly. You guys are goofy. You did all sorts of moral support, of course. I want like this part more that color. Maybe actually, that's kind of funny. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so silly. Okay, now it should be there if you wanted to refresh. Oh my god. I have to refresh myself. Hold. Oh my god, it's there. Holy, it looks so silly in a good way. He's so happy. Oh, the little hootligan's laughing so much, bro. I love it. Aw. Man, what's up? I'll see it later. You can at least see it on the chat on you know, in stream. Cute. I like him. Yeah. Look at this little guy. Yeah, he's there. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. Good stuff, though. Think we'll ever get a hooligan close up? On Twitch? I could. You know... Yeah, we have one that's on 7TV, but it was like the wrong size for an emote. So maybe I could reshape it so that you guys can have it on there. This guy's a little silly. Oh my god. He's so he's staring so much, man. Oof. Look at this guy. He's so silly. Yeah. Maybe I could. Hold on. I'd have to like resize it because it's so small as an emote. Hold. I could do it though. Okay. You guys want that one? Not a bad idea. I'll just redo it practically. Because like, look how it's not a box shape, so that's the problem, right? Yeah. Okay. Hold. I'm like cleaning it up. This is gonna be like me coloring over the line work, basically. Because like this is low quality PNG lines, JPEG lines, with the artifacting and everything. But I can do it. Hold. slight change in the shape a little bit. That's not the worst thing. A slight change in the mouth and beak area, right? Yeah, didn't know it was on 7TV. No worries. I think it's fun to like have stuff like this though, so that you could use it in other chats if you really wanted. So you're not even, you know, a far-fetched ask, you know? Don't you fret. I'll add his little hands because I guess I forgot that when I first drew this. Little hooligan's hands. Cute. Oh, little guy. They look like they're, yeah, about to ask, do you have games on your phone, basically? Oh my god, this is so silly. This little dude. Freak. You're a freak. It's okay. I think a lot of people really are. Could you send me the Omega Lol when you get the chance? I want to turn it into an O. Yeah, I can do that. Hold. Yeah. That's so silly, but I love that. As in, yeah. I need that. The Omega Low into the Ohm. Look at his little peats and everything. Oh my gosh. This little hooligan is so goofy. Like, damn. Freak ass bird. Hell yeah, dude. This is so cute though. Aww. Hold. I'm trying to get the slight change of the highlight here. If I flip it, their mouth is so crooked. I kind of love that though. Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't even look 3 apples tall. No, I think they're maybe an apple and a half tall. Yeah. How big is a hoot? Well, they're like, well, how big is a hoot? They're this big, right? They're this big. That's how big a hooligan is. So I'm like, maybe 2 apples tall. Yeah. 4 apples? I don't know about that one. You sure? 4 apples tall? They might be smaller is all I'm saying, okay? What sound does the hooligan make? Wrong answers only. It's just the video of me screaming like the goat. That's my answer. That's my answer, is just a short there, yeah. Don't have to put this much detail into it, but I'm doing it anyway, because I'm a freak sometimes. I like the little details on the occasion. I just do this for me. Nobody else. That's what I try to remind myself too for a lot of other things. I do this for me, bro. You're a big ass dude, so I imagine apples are small. That's true, actually. It probably would be a couple apples. Yeah, 4 apples isn't bad. Also, hi! Welcome in, Virtual Jen. Hi, everybody. If you are new here, my name is Hooty Hoo. I am the Night Owl with the nice deep voice. Welcome in, Raiders. The voice. Hi, everybody. We're drawing emotes today. I actually just finished 2. So there's 2 new emotes that I've already done. 2 laughing emotes. One of me and one of my little guy. If you wanted to see that, this is the other one I just finished. The Omega lol. Oh my god. Welcome everybody. We're finishing another one in a second with this up close hooligan here, bro. Holy. Welcome in. How was your stream? What were you up to? Doing some just chatting. Yo! Welcome in. Yeah, I don't like to dive into the whole reason why I like, you know, go into the art section. I don't go into the art category on Twitch. Not for like anything more than like, I don't know. I don't know if Twitch really respects artists. You know what I'm saying? Not you guys, but like the website, right? Yeah, I'm like, nah, I might as well just go on the just chatting. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh man, the voice. Hi. Okay, I think this is a done emote, guys. Love the Teto song. I do too. I've been like really enjoying the resurgence of some like Vocaloids. Oh my god, dude. It's so good. Because it's like not just this and a few others with Teto. There's like Miku having new ones that like have popped off and stuff too. Oh my god, it's so good. Good time zones. Hi, welcome and thank you for lurking. Welcome. My voice has so much bass. You know what's interesting is that like I've talked about this a couple times, or a good number of times really, because I had no idea I had like a unique voice until I was a streamer, right? I was like a salesman. And I wanted to do like art, basically, where I like didn't do anything besides draw and like basically like shut up and like not do anything besides draw, right? But every time I went and done arts, like whenever I'd done jobs in the past, bro, they always had me be in like the front of the store or anything. And I'm like, man, what the hell? I don't want to talk to these people, bro. I don't want to talk to the customers. I want to just go and mind my own business in the back, bro. Oh, man. Model's so good. Thank you. I really like the way I look. But also, you didn't know, I will look a slight bit different with a look that is eventually coming soon, right? And this is a design that I have, I have in the works, guys. So I look good now, but I'm going to look even better soon. So if you want it to be wide, do the wide one, because that's like what the normal is for 7TV. Yeah. The collar necklace. Yeah. Look at the wings on the little collar necklace, though. Look. It's got like gold trim and everything. I love it. It's so cute. Do more ASMR? I should. I've been like meaning to actually like delve in and do more and more like ASMR and like RP videos in that same way, where it's like voice acting RP. I have friends that have helped out, and I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with people like Roy Chito. Roy is also somebody that likes doing ASMR and like stuff like that, right? And I've met the man a couple times in person, as well as like hung out with him a couple times, as well as like a few others that I'm like, I know would be like a lot of fun to have like input from those guys. Love Roy. He's been very sweet. I need to hang out with more people and like actually get some input from those guys. Yeah, it's just hard to have like the free time, because it's like, it's me and my mods that have been helping make sure that like things run smooth. Like Cinna in chat there, they do the edits on my shorts, and my my other mod Kat there, she does the uploads to help with the VOD channel. So it's like, it's kind of like all hands are already doing things. You know what I'm saying? I used to talk to Rikami a long time ago, but I haven't talked to him in a while. It was like way back in like 2020 or 2021 or so. Yeah. He's cool too. I used to play like Mario Kart with the dude. He's kind of sweet. Yeah. It's been so long though. Right. Yeah, we love the Mons here. Yeah. Everybody that's here, honestly though, is like very sweet, that, help make things run smoothly. Did you guys stream together? I was often like offline whenever I was, but it's like, yeah, it's been a long time, so it's like he might not even really remember my name. I used to look a lot different also. I was a pirate themed dude way back. And so things have changed a whole lot since. But I think I look way better nowadays with the, the look that I have. I think another one that like some people might know if you are familiar with people like Rikami is that I know I've talked in the past with like, well, I mean, Mouse is an example, but also I don't like to always name drop because it's like I don't feel like it's the best thing to do because like I don't know, I just like to do what I do and have fun that way. But it's not a bad thing to reach out to old friends eventually. But flavor, I feel like it would be maybe.
Hooty, what the fuck?
Yeah, Mouse, what the fuck? Sorry. Oh my god. It's so silly in hindsight. Oh my god. Little Pocky. That's such a cute name, first off. Hi, how was your stream? What were you up to? Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. How was your stream? What were you up to? Lottle Raid. Aww. Welcome in. How was Indigo Park? Wait, is that the... Is Indigo Park the one with like the ink splatter gun and like the weird baby? Or is that like the raccoon one? Okay. Okay. I was trying to remember which one it was. Because I've seen a few of my homies play that. And that's like the more recent one. The raccoon is also... There's a few interesting characters in that one, but it's been a while since I've seen it. Yeah. How many games? Kind of. I'm not always like super versed in like some of the horror stuff. On the occasion I'll play it, like a horror game. But a mascot horror isn't always like my jam. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoy seeing friends play them, but more to like almost to rag on them because it's like it's so goofy sometimes. But it's also really fun to see like the creativity that people have with it. So yeah. Who are the little guys? These are hooligans. If you aren't familiar, this is my little chat mascot. This is what you guys look like. This is you guys. So they're goofy. This guy, looking up close. I think this is actually done. So I can also upload this one if you guys would like. I'm on a roll because I had basically a few things that were already finished. You doing? Jumping around, see everything? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a daily check-in, don't worry. It's nothing crazy. If you want to know like the nitty-gritty of it, sometimes Twitch doesn't like count people in the in things. So basically it's there to be like, hey, if you want to lurk and just show support, you can do that. Yeah. Just to let us and Twitch know you're here. Yeah. Like your vibe, Sweet Bean, glad you rated you. Yeah, well, thank you for coming on by again. Yeah. Plus, it helps increase my mana, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I need a little more mana sometimes, okay? So it helps increase the good vibes, right? It's power. Yeah. Now here's the thing, guys. I don't know if I have any more open slots on Twitch. Which one would I want to replace? Maybe if I... Armageddon. This is a good song. Yeah. Sound like you have some interesting lore. Well, most of it is that Well, I'm not exactly a dropout. I was saving up money so that I can go to, like, you know, a mage academy. And that was right when the big Corvid happened. And so instead of going into like art school, the magic arts, I decided that I'm going to pursue the passion of, like, you know, doing streaming because I was really, really enjoying it. And it sort of snowballed, right? Not a dropout, just poor. It was terrible timing, bro. Legitimately. Yeah. Dude, I saved up so much money, but then it was like, nah, man, here's the big Corvid, bro. Stream the magic. I do a little bit of conjuring, mostly like conjuring up these little guys. And then, you know, it's not easy doing magic, bro. I'm still like a novice at most. Okay, I you know, conjuring up images is what I do. So basically what you're seeing here is the magic. Mm-hmm. But also, yeah, let me see. How's about I do this one? For the up close, I think would be good here. Conjures up little hoot dog too. Yeah. It's true. If you haven't seen, there's another little guy that's more like, he's goofy. Instead of a hooligan, here's a little guy, a little dog. Hoot dog. See, actually, why is Hoot dog all sad? Hold a moment. Why is Hoot dog tearing up? Let me see. He's a little silly right now. Ooh. Hello? Hoot dog's breaking reality. Hoot dog! Okay, now we're fine. Okay, we're good. It took away his clown makeup and it made him sad. It did. Man, what the heck? No. No. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, okay. Ah, I think it's this, but in order to do that, oh my god, it's all messed up, bro. It's all messed up. But this little dude is cute too. I like him, but I like hooligans as well. You know, where's the the booba really? What are you on about? Huh? Also, I am Benson Boone. I'm sorry, this is not the vibe right now. My bad. Sorry, bro. Play more Noomies music. Where are we going? Here we go. Put the hoot dog in your head. Maybe. Maybe to have both of them here. I could, right? I suppose you're not wrong. Let me do one thing real quick. And then I can. Double up on the little guys. Okay. Hold. Okay, hold. And then for right now, normally I don't do this for free. Normally I don't do this for free. But I'll make an exception today. There we go. Oh my god, bro. It's been silly as hell. I feel like I'm being a people pleaser today, okay? Come on. What the heck? What are we doing? I made the emote too big, by the way, so I have to shrink him down a tiny bit. Just so that he's still able to, like, fit into Twitch's system here. Twitch don't like it when there's, like, a file size of, like, too large. So hold on. Okay, good. Now, there you go. There's the up close. No, it's all in there. So yeah, we pause during the ends. You telling me a hoot dog fried this shit? Love all the new ones today. It makes me feel good to see them. It's so cute though. Aww. Oh my god, they're goofy as hell. My thought is, like, maybe he could be closer. Maybe a tiny bit. Hold on. It kind of does look like they're... Oh my god, you're right. Would it be better if it was like... something like this? Where it was, like, really up close? Maybe? I mean, it kind of does make sense that he's that up close, right? That, but as a wide emote? Well, then it's just back to 7 TV. That's the thing. We were trying to make it so that it's on Twitch, and Twitch hates anything that's not a square. So, unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, Twitch is a little silly with it. It's true, it's true. It don't like certain things. And that's not, you know, my fault. I think this is cute, because then you can see the little feet and everything. Yeah. Okay. I think this is good. Okay. How's about I redo this one? Hold on. I'm removing the up close so that I can, like, see. Let's see if it's even better, even more up close. I think this could be cute. Let me see. That's not bad, actually. That's goofy. I think you might have to refresh again, but it should be the new look, even more up close. think so. I think so at least. It's been funky. Refresh for me. Gosh. This webpage sometimes, bro. Oh. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that one. Cute. Should be, yeah. I like it. Hell yeah. Oh man. That's goofy as hell. It does just look like they're going which is kind of goofy. Let me see. I wonder if I could make an animated emote like that. Hold on, hold on. Let me see. I doubt it, but would it even look good? Hold on. Yeah. Rename them to Amina. It's kind of true though, you're right. Let me see here. But I feel like the up close makes more sense for this one. Being called that at least. Let me see, let me try. Okay. Does this even work? I mean, it kind of does. A little bit. Oh my god. Little bit. I have a thing that lets me make GIFs, basically. Oh my god, look at them. Aw, that's pretty good, actually. I might just like upload that onto like the Discord or something. Yeah, or 7TV, that works. That way it's like, you know, just a silly little one there. Yeah, feed them. It's true. They're hungry, bro. Holy. I like the little hooligan here. Is there anything else I wanted to doodle? I guess I could draw something slightly different. Yeah, want it 7TV? Yeah, let me send it. Hold as I do. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you, Santa. Wow, wow, wow. Silly munching emote. Not more than like just eating with their mouth open. Or like basically the pop cat emote, right? It's basically the same thing. as what I just made. Okay. Any other emotes that I was thinking about? Maybe. Let me see. I have like a whole board full of inspiration for emotes, but it might lag if I open these. Let me try. Just do it anyway. Okay. There we go. No lag even. That's good. Let me see. What else is a good idea for an emote I have as inspiration on this board? I got a lot of emotes ideas at least, right? Oh, a little guy could be cute. Yeah. Could do one where it's like, maybe not like that same pose that you have there in your emote, but have you ever seen like the little guy that's like how do I explain it? It's like they're like in position. It's like they want a forehead kiss basically. That's another one I was thinking of. They're like stand and ready for a smooch on their forehead. Yeah, kind of like that one. Yeah. I think that's pretty good too. I'm like, I'm not sure. Come back to stream, find Hoot Dog hat. Yeah. There's another one I have an idea of is like certain other memes. Like doing I could do like one of these like sips or like I don't know. I'm trying to think of like ones that even make sense for me. Likes to feel tall. Yeah, the Hoot Dog. Hoot Dog's here for a little bit. Maybe because Hoot Dog might be like might be on his last legs, bro. I don't know. I'm a little I'm no dog. I like the dog, but I'm no dog. Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm looking at these reference that I have. Hoot Dog might be cooked. What's like, okay, I have thoughts, but I'm like, I don't want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? Removed the omega lol. Oh my god. The and then you put, oh my god, the new 7TV one of the hooligan version is so goofy. Oh my god, I love that. It's the OM. It's so goofy. I love that stuff. It's all lowercase. I know it's not easy if you're not on 7TV or don't have it as the extension. It's so crazy looking. Yeah. Yeah, this is basically what I'm saying. Is this, but it's animated. Oh my god. It wiggles. Yeah, the mobile users are unfortunately without 7TV, but there's workarounds, yeah. Mostly it's for like a desktop thing, and I'm like, I don't want it to be like always something that you have to. It's like That's why both will exist. I know that there's a lot of a lot of chats that don't have like the you know, the 7TV stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. Whatever you guys are like more after, I don't mind, honestly. Yeah. That's why I wanted to have it on the chat box. So nowadays it's like, you know, easy to see even if you can't like type it in chat. That way you just know what it is, correlated to it the least, you know? Yeah. I like this song a lot, sorry. It's very, very fun. But yeah, I like 7TV, but I know not everyone has it. Honestly, you just memorized a lot of that. That makes sense to me. Just memorizing these emotes just so that like, well, even if you don't see them, you kind of just know what they sort of look like. I feel like that's probably what I've done whenever I've like, you know, I can't see them. It's not often though. Oh man, okay. Let's see though. Do we want to just like do a bit of sketching maybe? Maybe. Oh yeah, he was like, yeah, I had the idea for like a sci-fi Hooty a while back, right? I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, that's my bad. Choir art advice. I got the answer depending. I'm no tutor or teacher, but you know, I know how to make something look nice. Where is this sketch page? Hold a moment. There you are. Good. We want it to be, I think pop makes sense. Yeah, because it like makes more sense for like any context really. It's been a little bit, but I love the little sketches I got. All caps. Yeah. Yeah. Look at all these. Oh. Ah, I forgot about some of these. It's been too long, man. I gotta get back into like drawing like little doodles on the occasion. Yeah, there was a version where it was like, here's me as an Omega lol. Oh my god. God, I forgot about that one. There he is. There's the pop. I see it. Might be a bit before my like chat box widget thing like actually refreshes with it. Let me see. Can I do that? Can I refresh that and like maybe it'll show it? That's so cute though. Aww. Cute. I like that little dude. Was not even intentional too. That's just nice coincidence. Reload overlays. Okay. Maybe he will be there now. Maybe. Yay! There he is. Nice. Yippee. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, if you don't even have 7TV, it still should be fine. Then I'd just do the entire opposite of what I've been doing today with cute stuff, and I'd just draw like a really hot man. I.e. me. I draw myself. But like hot man proportions, right? But what would I do for like a pose, right? Maybe something like this. Maybe. Slutty man pose. Sort of. Not entirely, but sort of. I'm looking at my references here that I have, and I'm like, some of them are like decent poses. It's more like if it was like nice clothes as well. So it's a hard balance, right? A lot of the stuff I have is like, oh, here's like, you know, a nice suit and stuff. So, a pose is harder to just like get right. Also, thank you, Senna, for uploading the No You to 7TV. Yeah, I would want to do like a lot, like an overhaul, so that like all of my 7TV is basically me. But I would have to like have the time to do that, and it's not always that I give myself to do the time to do certain things. There is another good example of hot boy pose, bro. Where's some hot boy poses on here? Most of them are just like cool, nonchalant standing. Oh, you know what? Actually, here's a good one. Here we go. I got an idea. Me holding my jacket open like a cool dude. Like grabbing onto the hood jack, like on both sides here. Like adjusting it. Also, somebody had an art question, but they never asked the art question. You're okay to ask it. I do wonder, maybe they just like got caught up in conversation. Do have an art question, but a silly one. Yeah, what's up? If I have advice. Oh, sorry. Wow. I mean, maybe it was a little too open-ended of a question that I didn't even realize. Like the question. Oh no. That's my bad, bro. Just goofing. What's your hated medium? Whenever I was like about to do stuff like art school stuff, I really hated whenever they were like, let's do graphite and stuff like that. Cause brother, like who the hell is out here? Who the hell is just like, yeah, man, I have like the rest of my day free to like either charcoal or graphite, being like, yeah, man, my rest of the day is free to like get my hands as messy as somebody that's been to the coal mines. Yeah, dude, I can totally do that right now and like not have to worry about other classes and shit. Yeah, of course. Like pencil lead. There's like more of a medium where it's like a stick of charcoal graphite stuff, like a chalk stick kind of, but like solid black, and it gets everywhere. But it's like they have different hardnesses like a pencil. Yeah. Because waste my time, why don't you type shit? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, of course I have like the free time to spend the rest of my day washing my hands to get some of it off, maybe. Ugh. Bad with colors, so charcoal was like my shit. Oh, I see. You know, in a way, I guess that does make sense though. It's like, it's one where it's like, okay, it's good for learning volume, but it's like, I don't know, man. I'm not out here trying to it's the idea, okay, volume and values, where it's like you can definitely learn a lot more from doing that, but it's still the mess is, I don't know, it's not easy to work with that way. Like imagine like going to like an art school, I guess, or like, I don't know, there's a few other places. It's just like you have other things you're doing all day, and it's like it's gonna take it the minimum, like, I don't know, maybe like a good 10 minutes of washing your hands just to get most of it off if you're like really going into it. But I don't know. I'm like picky with it. I just never liked making a mess. Also, hi, poke the, what the hell? Yeah, there's things to help, I imagine. I'm being silly, you know that, but you know, seeing the charcoal wash up weirdly satisfying. That's a valid part of it. Washing the charcoal was actually like, washing it off at least is like, oh, that's a fun feeling at the least. Yeah. So roll up paper onto joints. Interesting. Welcome if you're just joining us. We've been just yapping about art all day, basically, because I've been doodling and like drawing. Guys, I am excited because the artist that is working on my what would we call this, because it's not a 2.0 and it's far gone to a point where it's not redacted, right? because like you guys know what it is. You want to know how revamp? I guess in a way. You know what? Let's just call it a 2.0. Those that don't know, they don't need to know. Yeah, 2.0. Because God knows I'm not up to like my 9th edition or something. But people don't need to know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, this is 1.0 by this point. There's no Hooty before now, guys. There's no war and bossing say type shit. This is... Oh man, yeah, I started in September, guys. I'm a fresh, brand new streamer. Yeah. Start celebrating my anniversary in September even. Imagine. God. That would be kind of wild. Imagine, bro. It's like, hold on. You sure you weren't here earlier? It's like, nope. It's like, wait, but people have been here +1. It's like, don't worry about it. Yeah. Yeah. Guys, we gotta start gaslighting people. That like, not even be cheeky about it, straight up. Just like, this is our inside joke, is like, yeah, Hooty's literally only been streaming since September. Despite like all of the evidence to the contrary. He's only started making stuff since September, bro. It's crazy. At the Bucks, no worries. World of Hooty. Got a world of Hooty knowledge to catch up on. Crazy. Hooty knowledge. It's only been 8 months. Don't be silly. Yeah, that's true. That's what it is, you guys. Yeah, exactly. Well, I hope you enjoy your Hooty knowledge, whatever that entails. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's no war in Ba Sing Se. Have you guys ever noticed that I do have like in this have the squiggly hood even back there? I think that's a fun little thing. There was no Hooty before September 2015. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I feel like if I have any sort of like advice on art, though, sorry, I was just thinking about this. 2015. Oh my god. Did I say that? I did. Probably. God, that's so stupid. 2025. What the hell? Wow. I'm like, guys, I'm not all here. You can tell that. You can tell that. Bruh. I mean, it's true. Like, I didn't do anything before 2015. What was I even? I don't even remember what was going on in 2015. Simpler times, that's for sure. Hmm. I feel like I was probably just watching Let's Players and working somewhere random. Yeah.
At ENvtuber, and if you're here right now, thank you again for gifting 6 months to me,
Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Bobby, for keeping up. I mean, it was thanks to Hyuna. Yeah, true. You're right. You're right. Oh my goodness. I remember now. Because it was like, yeah, Hyuna gifting you 6 months. Thank you. I don't know if they're lurking, but they're, you know, very sweet for that. Mm-hmm. W Hyuna. True. W gifted. How's it going though? How's it going? I used to watch a lot of like Let's Playing kind of dudes. So it's like sometimes it's so wild to see like worlds collide. You know what? I also used to watch a ton of like live plays of Dungeons and Dragons stuff, right? So Critical Role also being like another bunch of like people I used to watch a whole lot of. And so I'm like, I don't know, I haven't seen it yet. I still have to. But seeing Matt Mercer and like Mouse, like, you know, streaming together, playing tabletop and stuff like that, it's just such a wild, like, my worlds are colliding type shit. And I'm like, oh my God, I love that. It's so cool. Tamed a dragon. Spoilers! Rah! I actually had no idea. But I do plan on watching that, so don't go too deep into that. Spoilers. I was actually looking into the system of it. Daggerheart, that is, right? No worries, no worries. It's fine. I know you're just also excited. Goodbye, man. God, I look so fucking mischievous with a smile like that. No, that cannot be. But I was looking into Daggerheart as a system because it's Matt and a few others system. And it's actually, it looks really fun. And I'm like, man, now I want to play Daggerheart. I want to play that system as a whole. And I'm like, oh, it looks so good. Also, you know, is like Kiryu Crocodile also being there is so fun. I love that. Oh yeah. It was so good. I'm like, I'm excited to see the VOD. I want to see if Mousie's going to have her team edit it. But if she doesn't have it edited, then I might eventually just watch the VOD. So that's what I've been waiting on mostly. I do have the hoot dog on my head. I do. Here we go. Get the the hair and smile just right. This coat looks so much more exaggerated here, but that's fine. Whatever. It's fun, but a lot less clean and cut. And then 5th edition, well, I feel like 5th edition is something where it's like, not that it's rules heavy. I know that the intent for Daggerheart, that system, is supposed to be more like roleplay heavy, right? So that's why it's not like trying to be like, oh, when this happens, this is the only result, you know? So it's like the rule of cool and fun roleplay and stuff like that. I think that's a nice thing, because it's like, I don't think there's a lot of like high fantasy tabletop that is rule of cool. There's like Vampire and like a few others like it, but not quite like story heavy tabletop systems. Also, I do apologize if this ever just like I'm gonna probably, I don't know if I'll ever like finish this as more than a sketch, but I do like sketching stuff like this just to be like, I like making something interesting. And it's like, it's fine. I just don't always have the like the willpower to fully finish an illustration. Yeah, it's good in its own right for sure. I love the power building. Not really possible in Daggerheart. That's a valid thought, where you got to be like more like an in-depth system to have more like high end, like, oh, you cast like world ending spells and stuff. Also, welcome in. Hi, if you're just joining us, welcome. Doing a bit of art and doodling today, which is a lot of fun for me. Don't always get a chance to do it, so it's been a nice time. Hell yeah, dude. Welcome. I feel like, yeah, there is other systems for that, though. So I'm like, the idea of, doing that on the occasion, though, isn't the bad and isn't the worst. But yeah, I feel it isn't probably meant for that. But that's like, you know, intentional. Because Dungeons and Dragons and other things like Pathfinder and stuff, etc., they all already really, like, they're able to have that. So I feel like something that's not as heavy is pretty good. How you? I'm good. Happy Monday. I was saying earlier that it's a very Monday day because I woke up real late. I had to scramble and panic basically just to get like almost anything done right before stream. But today's been really nice. Welcome. We're having a good time just doodling a bit. If you're the type that also enjoys like drawing along when like, you know, seeing people do art, absolutely love seeing people do that. I want to like do things that encourage people to do art more often. So, you know, it's nice. Even if it's not like specifically drawing anything of me, just doing like something creative. I'm like the dude that's like the devil on your shoulder to be like, make art, brother. Do it. Let your inner creative feed. You know what I'm saying? Make, create, conjure up things. The little thing in your hand looks like a lotus seed. I've heard somebody say that before. I didn't know what that was until I looked it up, but Yeah, this is my little chat mascot. A hootligan is what they're called. And it's one of you guys. Mm-hmm. You're just a goofy little guy. Yeah, you're holding one right now. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Make art, he says, as I draw the man in Daisy Dukes. Oh my god. Proof? What the? Crazy. Oh my god. Proof when you're done. Okay, okay. Valid. Okay, that's valid. A plushie of the hooligan. I want him to. I want a plushie of this little freak too. They would be so fucking silly. I love them so much. I've had like little concepts. I've drawn up those at least. So I'm like, the idea's there, right? You've not seen that. It's another fun one. Look at this. This is the dimensions they'd probably have. Plus like where the stitches, etc. would be. The lines, the sew lines at least. Need like 50. Yeah, I've thought about where the sew lines are, guys. That's how much I've thought about this, bro. Mm. One of those plushies filled with like sand. That would be cute. Yeah. So baby. Yeah, they're so squish looking. I like them a lot. With like sand though would be really good. Like one of those like weighted like plush would be so nice. So they could just stand on their own. Mm-hmm. Or sit, I suppose. Yeah. I wonder if like certain companies do that. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like certain companies probably would have that as an option if you worked with them enough, you know? Be like, hey, I have this idea to do this, and it's like, do you have the means to? And I'm like, I'm imagining that they would, right? Oh, a little squeaker in the head. Oh my god, dude, imagine where they have like a little like toy, like a dog toy squeak sound. So goofy, but I would love that. I don't know if that would be like, be probably way too tempting to then give it to your dog or something. And then it would just like tear it to shreds, I'm certain. Just decimate that little dude. Mm-hmm. Little voice box. Oh, that would be cute actually. Something like that also. Little voice box where it squeezes and it makes a little hoot. Or who. Where it's like, you've seen me playing a little bit of Tomodachi Life. The little hooligan can talk on there, and it's so. The voice I got on Tomodachi Life is so perfect, guys. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. I was just thinking that. very, very cute. The poor Borb. I like them though. They're silly. The Hooligans, you guys are goofy. I don't have any like powerful summons though, but that's okay. Maybe at another time I'll learn how to like conjure up like, I don't know, a suit of armor, or like a hooligan that can wear a suit of armor. I don't know. Or like, I don't know, man. There's a lot that like they can do to learn how to be stronger, but like, you know, it's like potential familiar. They're like still so little guy, pathetic and weak, and it's like, oh, but they have potential to learn. It's like, yeah, but will they? I don't know. We'll see. A donkey, oh my god. A hoot dog neck pillow. I don't know if I really would want to make hoot dog a part of my branding, bros. Hoot dog is a gift from a friend more than anything. I don't think I got to move past the hoot dog arc in my life, man. I conjure up a fat hooligan. Oh my god, imagine. Sounds like Adult Swim music. I could see what you're saying there. This is like old school Gorillas with a rapper named MF Doom, and it's like he was a very interesting and cool rapper who liked rapping about like comic books and stuff. I say was because he passed away. So that's the rapper on this. Yeah. But he was very, very like good at what he does, but he was also very much like a nerd in a good way, and I love that. So I don't know. That's why I'm like, whenever I hear like November comes and stuff like that with MF Doom, I'm like, oh hell yeah. Yeah, he was very good at what he does, but you know, rest in peace, Mr. Doom, MF Doom. What country? I am from the middle of nowhere in the States. But don't worry. I do say that I'm from the States. And just talk about how I'm like not gonna get too much more specific. Yeah. I'm actually from the town, well, the city is called Hootenanny. And you know, the city of Hootenanny in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, the magical owl forest. Land of free. You'd hope. That's all. Man. God. Land of the... Whew, you know? Oof. That's all. The loneliness. I can't stop. The land of the all right. Okay. You know, the oh boy. Land of one of them. The land of You pay for a hospital visit. That's the that's what you do. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. It's like you know what? If you're not that hurt, you can take an Uber instead of an ambulance. Oh fuck. Land of like, I don't know. We have parking lots. 3 a.m. Yeah. Well, I hope if you need to get to bed, appreciate you coming on by saying hi, though. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself is all I'm saying. You're an adult. I don't have as often as I'd like an EU good time slot or like an Australia time slot, because I know that I guess Australia it's like midday. Yeah. Pimp maid. Not the pimp maid. Oh my god. That's crazy. Look, I'm just drawing me. This is me. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Holy. A pimp named Hooty Who. God damn. You gotta say the whole thing. And that does include the pimp named. God. Mm-hmm. Dude, have you ever heard the super silly remix of that audio clip from the Boondocks? Oh my god. Where they just have not a Nightcore remix or anything, but it's like a remix with like backing track and everything. It's so silly. Holy shit. Here's a remix. Yeah. I don't think it would be on Spotify, but I certainly can. I mean, it's not a hard find. It's just like Pimp Name Slickback remix. It's probably somewhere on. It's got to be on YouTube at the least. Oh my god, wait. You're joking. Hold on. Yeah, I'll just play that next. You're joking. Yeah, I see it. Oh my god. Is it the right one? I hope so. I'd imagine so. Okay. It is. And then remix on my playlist for years? Oh my god, that's crazy. Makes sense though. Oh my god. God. Welcome back. Hi. Crazy, bro. Crazy. How old is this remix, bro? Welcome back. We've been just like yapping. As you can tell, bro. 2019, damn. Okay, I see you. Holy. Oh, hands are going. Okay. That's enough, I think, guys. Enough. That's a. Oh my god, bro. That's goofy as hell, but I love it. It's enough of that one, though. Holy. I like the way this looks, though. I was, yeah, years ago. Holy, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what it feels like. Sometimes, like, old memes, they feel like so much older than they, like, should. Just because it's like, you can, like, remember exactly that moment. Or at least I can. And I'm like, oh my god, I remember exactly where I was like, I've sort of heard this more consistently, and I'm like, oh my god, weirdly takes me back. Nostalgia based memes, bro. I mean, the episode's even older. That's true, yeah. You're right. I never actually watched the Boondock Saints. It looks very wild. And it had a whole lot of memes come out of it, bro. Holy. It really had like a whole lot of like internet buzz because of how wild it was. I think people still sometimes like make memes and stuff referencing it. Probably. Whew. Back on Toonami. Boondock Saints. Sorry, Boondock Saints is something else. Yeah, Boondocks. Welcome back from ads. I do apologize. We run those so that there's no pre-roll. Pre-roll is a lot more worse, and I do apologize. But yeah, we wait. Like, I try to wait and pause whilst I'm like, you know, anything like that's going on. There's times where I'm like, I forget, but generally I try to like be courteous of that. So I do apologize. I like the way this looks, guys. What are you thinking? You think this is like... It's not like it's done or anything, but it's like, you know... It's one of those where it's like... I think it's pretty good. Just sketch-wise, at least. I have it just being like a big old hoodie, if you didn't even realize, is kind of fun. Because it even has like the zipper at the end here and everything. Zipper to zip up the hoodie. Oh my...
Did I jump scare you? Yeah, I bet I did.
You fucker. I swear to God. You're a freak for that one. You're a freak for that one. We're chilling. And then suddenly jump scare? You're a menace. For what? And what for? Fuck you. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. Art advice? Feel like you have anything specific you struggle with? Or just general art advice? Because it does sort of like steer my thought process. Charlie jump scare? Yeah. Freaks. Freaks. Proportions? I think the best way to like study stuff like, well, I mean, I guess that sort of just gives away the whole advice, but it's like studying is something that really, really helps getting the fundamentals, right? But in the way to study, a lot of people, myself included, would recommend doing stuff like a bit of live drawing if you can. But it's not that like, oh, you have to go and take a class, right? That's not a lot of people can be able to do that. There's a lot of websites that let you basically like work off of a kind of like stock photos that are like people just posing. I can't remember the name of them, but there was like a website that I used to know of that would be like, oh, here's like a timer trying to like, you know, get you to do a life drawing of this person, and drawing what you see and not what you think you see is a harder thing to do. But it's like, if you get that skill down, it can help you really understand proportions even more so. And then once you have that like in your head a lot more often, it is easier to like work off of that, so that you have like that knowledge then is able to like, oh, you can tweak it so that you can do like anime proportions and stuff like that, you know? Because even what I have here is like, it's not perfect, but I'm like, I know enough to be like, okay, it's a little off, but it's not the worst, because it is truly just sketch, and then I'm like refining, you know? Also true, yeah, a fundamental understanding of like human body stuff. Not like the labels of like muscles, but like the range of movement, like watching a lot, like it's observing things a lot of the time, right? Yeah. Good night, all. Hey, have a good night. You're heading to bed. Appreciate you. Take care of yourself. You had a good time while you were vibing, though. Because I feel like, you know, building up your foundations always will be like way better than like trying to just work off of like what you want. Like doing it because you enjoy it, right, is like one thing. But if you're trying to like get to a point where now you you like it and you do it consistently, right? But now you want to be like, okay, I want to improve. Then you gotta start thinking about like, okay, how do I improve? You start looking into like how to study proportions and how to draw things quote unquote correctly. But then once you get like the foundation, then you can tweak it, right? Yeah. Because it's like knowing anatomy and then getting to a point where it's like comfortable to tweak it to the right things that like you enjoy artistically with like style and everything, then that's where it's like really, really fun. But it's like, it's not easy to get to that point before a little bit of a foundational skills. Yeah. Watch more not safe for work. I mean, you sort of joke, but it's not even the worst option. I'm not saying you have to at all, but it's also like, if you did do that, it's not the worst way. I can see. Welcome in. Thank you for the bits, though. Appreciate that. You can model. Ah, I see. Not the, yeah, not the line art and stuff like that. That's a hard thing because it's like, now a VTuber model, right, is like also rather difficult because of the fact that like that also helped like design in the first place helps a lot with like getting it right, and that's a whole different conversation. Yeah. Drawing, I am. Yeah, I need to do layers well. Trust me, I know. I do. One of the few people that do know as well. I have illustrated my own model in the past. Out of necessity, bro. I drew one of my old looks, and it took me a hot second. Let me see. Where's that file, huh? Hold on. You got me working. Hold on. Where'd that one go? Okay. This may lag a little bit. Old? Because there's like, how many layers? God. Like 300 something on this? Because it was literally done. There we go. Whoa. This one. Old pirate that never came to be. Who is that? That's nobody important. Nobody important, guys. Who's this clown? I don't know, man. Yeah, there's like, I couldn't even tell you how many layers, bro. But upwards of like, let me show you. It's like different layers for each thing, and a different like layer for the line art as well in the back. That's how many layers, bro. So it's like, let me see, like if I were to move things around, how many layers? That's one layer. It's like so many. So many layers, bro. And this is one where I had to layer them all correctly and then name them all correctly. This model is done, but it's not able to move, kind of thing, because it's not like rigged. And you know, I would say that like it's it's a wild time to think about how my art style's absolutely changed. But like, I like the way I draw a lot more. There's the rigging, even more hassle. That's true. I also know how that works, and that is, it's more tedious than super difficult. Like if you know what you're after with a model, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you know 3D space really well, you can do it yourself. It is just something that's like, it is a huge time sink to get it right. And even those that like are people that do that as like a whole, like that's their job, is like they just take commissions for rendering and rigging the model. Those people, like, getting it right still takes so much time to make sure that it's like not half-assed, right? And that's like a good thing, because it's like you wouldn't want a rushed product. Yeah. Yeah, learning curve is absolutely a definite steep slope. But it's like one of those where the jumping in point for rigging is like a lot more shallow in a good way. And then the skill ceiling is like really high. Like it's like, I don't think even modern day rigging has like gotten to where the skill ceiling is. But then it starts to be a point where like, how much can a computer handle versus stuff like that, or like what's even going to be used, kind of thing, right? So I'm like, because sometimes less can be more. Some people like have too much movement on their models, not like a crazy amount or anything. It's the type of thing where it's like, I think sometimes the subtlety of a model can be like even better, I think. Where it's like not overdone, overblown, and they like, I don't know, things can be like simple and like how it moves, and I like that. Like I suppose like an example being like, sometimes like anime boob physics on a VTuber model, right, can be like crazy. And then like the results is like when somebody just has like realistic physics that aren't crazy, then it's like sometimes it stands out more. And that's kind of silly to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my god, they just like, your boobs just move like normal boobs do, bro. That's awesome. Oh my god. Not that it's like bad to have like the overdone amount, because that's depending on what you're after, but you know what I'm saying. It's silly. Sometimes people have their stuff move like jello, and if like you're a literal slime as a VTuber, that makes sense. But like, I don't know, sometimes it can be too much, bro. And this is from an enjoyer of the finer things. Okay, I do get it, but also, I don't know, man. It starts to be like distracting. You know what I'm saying? There's limits. In a way, it's like, I don't know. It's not even that it's like the size things. Like, do what you want involving that stuff, proportions, etc. Or just like the physics of it. Sometimes like throw me off, I guess, right? Hypnotic. It can be. But, you know, that's besides the point. It's besides the point. Would you recommend getting a drawing pad or using a mouse? I have never drawn with the mouse. I've always, well, when I was learning initially, I never tried doing digital on a mouse and keyboard. I know some people can, but it's like something that I'm like, it's really rare for somebody to be able to make something like really, really like what they're after with a mouse and keyboard versus like some sort of digital drawing tablet. The little eye jiggle, but sometimes, yeah, also eyes having like, there was a whole trend at some point where it was like having eyes that are like jello shots, and I'm like, what are we doing? That's crazy looking. That's not easy to refine with the mouse and keyboard as like a drawing. And it's not like you know, it's not like it's impossible, but it's definitely going to not it's not going to have something where if you are a traditional artist presently, right? Like you draw pen and paper, pencil, paper, etc. Your skills aren't going to easily transfer. And it's like unfortunate, but that's like kind of just the way it goes with that. Best order one. Well, you know, depends on your like where your like price point is, I guess. I've always really liked my Huion, but it's a whole huge jump. A long time ago I had a Wacom, but those nowadays are really expensive. So I wouldn't recommend for that price point. You can find a lot of other stuff like XP pens and like Huion. I'm not like sponsored by any one specific company, so I'm like, I can only really say the experience that I've had with these though, right? And Huion is the one I go to myself, but it's like, you know, it's something where there's a lot of resources out there depending on like what you're after. I like a screen tablet, but it does depend on like what your situation is. Like if you have a desk setup, right? Having a screen tablet is really nice because then you're just like drawing. You're on screen, you're drawing here. And that's like, that really helped me transfer my skill from like traditional to digital. Because I was more of a traditional like oil painting, like drawing on pen and paper kind of dude. And then like once I started doing digital, it was like a little bit of a hurdle because I had a non-screen tablet. But then once I tried screen tablets, it really clicked. But yeah, those are definitely going to be like another price point additional because of the fact that like, yeah, it's then having to have a whole screen. Yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna like immediately make your stuff better. Starting off like inexpensive with like a non-screen tablet would be more smart. But also, oh, here's another thing, right? I've seen a lot of people really get into art, digital art, by doing working with an iPad. If you can manage to get an iPad with like to then do like Procreate and stuff like that as like the program that you're using, and it's like, I think that's another good direction for like the like a price point. If you can find sales on those, they can help. Hop off. Thank you for lurking though. If you've been, yeah, appreciate you. Yeah. Hope you get some good rest if you're heading to bed too. Have good hand-eye coordination. Maybe a screenless one. It can be good. I know I started with one, and once I felt confident in my ability, I did switch. But it's, you know, it does sort of depend. It will help you build up like a skill of it. Yeah, absolutely a good choice still. Still like no issue with it at all. Yeah. iPads are very nice compared to screen tablet. I don't gotta like fight cords anymore. Yeah, true. That's another big thing too. Is like a screenless tablet for drawing is also going to be one where it's like you'll have it be something like you're looking at the screen drawing like either on your like lap or something, and you're like looking upwards at your screen that's actually being projected on. So like the hand-eye coordination, if you do feel like confident in that, it's not a bad thing. Pressure sensitivity is better on screenless ones. It really does depend on like branding stuffs. I've never had any issues on my like screen tablet. But I think it's more because of the fact that like I'm I'm trying to make it like as how do I even explain? It's like beginner friendly versus like where I am, because I've been drawing for like a lot of my life nowadays for like digital art. Digital art is like my bread and butter, and I don't even like, this might be a silly take, I don't think you have to do traditional art as much as some people would claim. Nowadays there's like a lot of merit to just like full send do traditional or digital art versus like a lot of digital or traditional versus I don't know. It's like if you've got that built up already, that's good. And then like really trying to delve into the skill of like drawing, I don't know, man. There's definitely pros and cons. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, general practice is good. Either way, trying to like, practice the basic core mechanics of like hand-eye, like this is what I'm seeing and I'm able to draw that what I'm seeing, and then move from there is always going to be like another step of like, hey, this is good and helpful to like build up that, no matter like what medium. Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. So welcome in if you're just joining us. Hi. We've been just yapping about like the pros and cons and stuff like that for like digital drawing tablet stuffs basically right now. And I'm like, I'm somebody that really enjoys like a screen tablet, but I've also had like a lot of experience with like a non-screen tablet too. So I feel like there's definitely pros and cons for both. I think once I finally got my like full screen tablet, it was like way better for my like transferring of traditional art skills though. Yeah. Wants to make you look like you have a cowlick. It kind of does look like a little bit. He's trying to mess up my hair, man. This little guy. Because it's like, okay, for like me presently, I don't even like have a reference in front of me. I'm just drawing by this point because it's like I got the basic pose from the reference, but now I'm like, well, I got that done. So I'm just working off of like what I think looks good nowadays. Now. And that's like just dependent on like memory of like what I enjoy on art versus like what I've seen and like what I like doing, etc. All like just off the cuff kind of thing. Yeah, I feel like digital art is like really fun and definitely something that I'm glad that I've like eventually was able to get into, despite the fact that I talked about how like I live in like the middle of nowhere in the woods. But my parents were like, well, you want to be an artist, you want to work in like the modern stuff, you're probably going to need like the high-tech modern stuff. Let's see if we can find a way to help. And it was like in high school, I finally got like my first it was like they saved up a bunch of money to like make it so that I could get like a screen tablet, or not a screen tablet even. It was my first drawing tablet that wasn't even screen in high school, and I'm like, dude, it was a game changer. It was like that definitely changed the trajectory of like all of my art, because I'm like, I need to do this, I want to do this, and I only I stopped carrying a sketchbook everywhere. I kept like the drawing tablet and like this awful like it was a laptop that I basically bought secondhand, and I'm like, oh my god. I recommend drawing on a reference on paper. Bit better at drawing on paper. Skills are still rudimentary. I feel like, yeah, building up your core skills on like traditional is still good. Still a good thing to do if you want to pursue art. Absolutely. Yeah. It's something that like I may have not done like the most traditional way, but I was saying is that like once I got the digital tablet for drawing, I just almost entirely stopped doing like traditional, but I still like could. So I like on the occasion still did, but like very seldom, because of the fact that I wanted to pursue way more of like a the traditional, like the digital stuff. Mm. I do think that it's like, I don't know. There's a merit to just enjoying like however you can too, because it's like it's not something that trying to pursue it for like, I don't know, getting into games or blah 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 is like not a bad thing, but it's also like, I don't know, you gotta enjoy the things you're doing. So if you find it that you're just frustrated instead whenever you are making art, you gotta find what sparks joy still. Absolutely. I don't know. I like drawing hot men, hot ladies, so that's really all I do now. Whenever I do art or like whatever VTuber stuff that I want to do. Snake eater. Need to draw again. It's not the easiest to find time, but yeah. I always love seeing people keep doing art, man. Always keep it going. Snake eater. God. I've heard some people do some like crazy covers of this song, man. It's so good. Imagine. Not for honor, but for you. Nighttime, see no one else. Cross. Oh, such a good song too. I love it. I'm like, I gotta go and revisit like Metal Gear, bro. Because it's like one of those games where it's like, I love the concepts. I just wish I was like any good at these games, you know? I'm like terrible at stealth stuff. Snake eater. Also, welcome if you're just joining us. Hi. We've been vibing, playing some good jams whilst drawing. So, welcome, welcome. Hi, hi, hi. Hope you're having a good Monday. Type of stream where we're just hanging out, yapping about whatever as I am doodling. I think this looks really good though, right? I'm enjoying like kind of the goofy vibes of like everything here. Sparks joy. Eagle hat and everything. This is something that I'm like, tomorrow I could post on Twitter or something and be like still very satisfied with it. So hell yeah. Plus we also got a whole bunch of new emotes in today. So hell yeah, there too. Guys, do you feel like you're the type of person, right? Here's the question. Do you feel like whenever you see somebody do something, whether it's like art or a game, you're, I don't know if it's like a bad, like it's not a bad thing to be this way, but I'm like, I feel like I'm very easily swayed to start doing something if I see somebody else do something, you know? Like, if I see somebody playing a game, I'm like, oh, I want to play that. I want to do that. So it's like, I think it's been a hot second since I've seen somebody do like art streams as much. So I'm like, I don't know, be the change I want to put out there, bro, you know? Like you playing Mouse BI is making me consider. Yeah, I really enjoyed Mouse BI. It was a good time. I'm glad that I did manage to get it done. But it's like, it was a good time playing an old school like boomer shooter type game. Not often do you like get to see a good one, and that was a good one. I mean, like there's you know, clearly Doom and stuff, but like, you know, it's a fun time. I feel like another game I've been thinking about is stuff like it's like Voices of the Void is another game that I used to play a lot of, and I'm like, that would be another one to get like back into. Or a few others that I'm like, yeah, boomer shooter, yeah. Well, I mean, it is kind of what it is, like an old school shooter, in like the way that like Doom is, you know, like Doom, not Doom 6. Well, I don't know which one it is. Like the old school Dooms, right? That's what Mouse BI really is, but like with a sense of humor. Yeah, and Voices of the Void had like so many updates since I've played. That's true. It's one of those games where it's like, oh my god, it's so, it's sort of chill, but also like it can scare the hell out of you. And I'm like, God. I like this. I like this. I think this is another good just sketch here. This isn't even like an alt look or anything. It's just like, oh yeah, this is good look for me, pose wise. I'm like, maybe I would want to. The problem is, right? I haven't rendered something in a long time, and I feel like I'm not as confident as I used to be when it comes to renders, because it's like I feel like I'm a little out of whack, out of sorts with it. So I'd have to find a good like way to do it. The scariest thing is the state of disrepair those bases are in. Oh my god, yeah. Voices of the Void having like so much garbage everywhere, and you just like, you're the only one that's gonna clean it up, man. I'm like, man, if I wanted to clean a awful mess, I got a real life mess to clean. Hold on, man. Come on. I gotta go do the dishes or something if I'm gonna like clean a real mess. Hold on. You know what I'm saying, man? What the hell? Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm missing my charms in this section, but it's like maybe too complicated for a sketch right now. But can try tackling that. The problem I think I would have is like primarily like, God, how do I render wings? But it's important to this piece here is my wings. Sort of. It's not actually integral to like make everything look perfect, but it's like, I think that's the only hurdle people would have drawing, or one of the few major hurdles of people drawing me. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh God, do I have to draw all the big wings? It's like, no, you don't. I don't even know, man. It's like, how do I make it more enticing for somebody to draw me, right? I have like my nice wings, but you don't have to draw those either. I can just have them all like, you know, just tuck them back like that. Look, no more wings. I mean, I still have them. They're just like flat against my back, bro. You know? They're all bunched up. I think this is good here. Guys, I'm gonna be so real. I know that it's a tired Monday, and I think we're probably gonna call it here though, because I'm a little exhausted, and I have a few other things that I know that I still would need to do today, but I don't want to like, you know, lose out on the daylight. Well, not daylight even. It's like lose out on my energy to do those things. But here's a good thing. Here's the good thing. I am going to be back tomorrow, okay? As I get all these like rings and stuff here on my hands to remind myself. But yeah, if you haven't already, do follow the stream, join our Discord. And I will be back tomorrow because if you didn't know, I stream Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays at 3 p.m. Let's see about doing a little bit of a raid, guys. Let's see who's live that we can say hi to, though. Again, if you haven't joined the Discord, it is going to be the best way to know when I go live, and it's going to be, you know, also where you get to see all of the things that I don't normally post on like Twitter, etc. Like I have my references there and everything. So if you want to see like a full resolution of this over here, that is also on the Discord, stuff like that. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for hanging out, being here. We're gonna be raiding out. Let me see. Ooh, yeah. Not a bad option. Okay. We have a few homies live. How's about, yeah. You were just doing a bit of a yapping with about him. So let's go say hi to Roy. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. If anything, will post this cool photo on Twitter probably tomorrow. At least maybe. Because I'm like, oh, I'm so tempted to like render it. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for hanging. I had a good time vibing with you. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be playing more Pragmata. It's a fun time, more dance space, bro. Hope you had a good time vibing, and I will see you guys then. As always, good night.